Yandek here with you. I'd like to welcome my guest this time, starting tomorrow in theaters nationwide. She will be in her first movie as the main draw. It's called Over Her Dead Body. Eva Longoria Parker, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
Very good, thanks. Before we get into the movie, I just want to ask you right off the bat, could you have ever imagined that this is where you would be as a young Mexican-American girl growing up in Texas?
No, not at all. I never aspired to be an actress or famous or working or being in movies, so I'm very grateful for the whole experience.
And, looking at that, obviously, you go from being told you're the ugly child to many would say one of the hottest women in the world. When you have someone who says to you, man, you look hot, do you think that about that little girl that was told she was ugly?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like, oh, thank you. I'm very appreciative of it. What it did help me do is develop other skills. Don't rely on the exterior beauty or anything that's related to superficiality. So the good thing about growing up in that way was that I developed humor and I developed personality and I developed wittiness, and I tried to develop all these other skills that did not rely on beauty because I didn't have it. So now to kind of have both is really great for me.
And it definitely prepared you for the Hollywood scene.
Absolutely, especially Hollywood being full of rejection in your aspiring phase. I had 100 no's in auditions to one yes, and so you have to be pretty resilient to go through that in Hollywood.
What was appealing to you about playing the role of a dead woman in Over Her Dead Body?
I read the script originally for Ashley, and when I got the script, I fell in love with the role of Kate. I thought she was the funniest thing in the movie. I thought she was extremely justified in her actions, and she got to float and levitate, and I just thought, how fun would that be to play Ghost?
And so when we look at your other roles over the years, you've had numerous roles in The Young and the Restless, Desperate Housewives, which is probably your most notable one, and the movie The Sentinel with Michael Douglas. Where does this role go compared to those, and what is your favorite?
Yeah, I love everything. Everybody always asks me that same question. What is your favorite? What's your favorite? Action, drama, comedy. And I like them all. I like the way they make people feel in different ways. I love the role of Gabrielle, and I love all the fun she gets to have. But that's why I picked The Sentinel, because it was the exact opposite of Gabrielle. And then I did Harsh Times with Christian Bale, and that was a dark, independent, intense independent. See, now there's something light and fun and adorable. So I like to pick roles that are really, making me experience different things.
But is there one role for example, in Over Her Dead Body where you say, yes, this is exactly who I am? Any of your roles?
No, they're all pretty much opposite of me, myself. I haven't played a role. In Young and Restless, I played a crazy, psychotic woman, and Desperate Housewives, I played a self-centered, egotistical, non-family, non-child wanting woman. This Over Her Dead Body, I played a bridezilla, and so it's all pretty much not me.
Did you prepare any differently for this role because you had to deal with special effects?
Yeah, it was really different. Technically, it's a little more challenging than most roles, but it was a great experience.
If you'd like to read or listen to this entire insightful interview, click the link below this video, or head over to www.cyinterview.com. Again, that's the letters CY, the word interview.com. This is Chris Yandek. Thanks for listening.